up. Lifestealer can pick up a Deso. Also, he's a really good save for the DP. Like, there's multiple ways to sustain this DP. You've got the Sunray, you've got the Hand of God, and I would never waste the sweet Nectar of Life. Looks like the arrow must have been on point. I don't think there's anyone that I'm really surprised CS-wise. I don't think I'm too surprised last year he's got this much CS in the top lane. It's just very hard for a Lifestealer to stop him farming. However, with a rotation in and an ambitious TP attempt by last hero, they will net a kill. There's a pro game where Timbersaw was full reactive armor and just kept standing in the enemy team, and his whole team died to fatal bombs.
They're going here.
Yep, Mars is low. They're going to infest in him, and now he can chase forward. He has got the spears off the mark. He doesn't hit onto Dendi, but the infest bomb out. Dendi's been hit on too. Charlie's able to stay on top. In the meantime, DK is already down. Chrysalis does arrive in time to close the kill on the Phoenix, who didn't want to egg. Misha should be chased down as well. The Hand of God way too late to save his fellow support's life. However, 5-up. Able to find a pick-off. Does get the kill on the Supreme, which is what I like to see with these fragile lineups, right? Like things like a Wyvern or Oracle. Anything that can reset the fight for you. Like, dropping the rock is good and all, but that's more of the kill them quicker type mentality. And they're going to find DP. More or less the last time. This is exactly where they picked him off. The arena's going to go down, and it's really off the mark. Look at Fishman. I will just stand here. My work is done. Die, infidels. They'll even find Charlie for their trouble. 3 dead on the side of NiP, and they're moving forward. Era trying to move away. Chrysalis has got the route to chase this up. Arrow off the mark as the creeps do block it. And we'll be able to keep Era alive. They even use the Hand of God to ensure that's the case.
Well, they're probably going to try now, but they don't seem to have any sentries, so...
It's such a risky area to play into as well. Like, it's not easy to play into that die triangle. Yours?
Well, they're gonna have
TP. Nice try, bro. That's what the spear's for. That is a very dead DK. This might be a push onto the tier 1 tower. They did commit the exorcism for this, so that's their expectation.
They're scared of this SF. He's got a lot of damage. I mean, he's level 12. Maxed razors.
I think the other thing is, like, what's your initiation? There it is. Arena goes down. Fishman gets trapped. Egg on the ground as well. And all of a sudden, Bates Hero is the ones hitting the ground. There we go. Now they can go in from the tower. You really can't stop
If they're out of position, then there you go. But
that's all you need.
For that to happen.
Just let them bait themselves, basically. There's a long history of that. They kind of whip away from relying on exorcism as they scale, right? Charlie will get a Deso, and then he's a force to be reckoned with. Misha will continue to give heals, usually when there's a team there, so it has more relevance than this. I recall this distinct moment that was quite funny to me, where the production staff, I'll pause that for, there's a fight. Egg goes down, Arena as well, and Dendi is not long for this world. Now they can just chase him down for more if they want to. A hunt forward, but no chance they'll find additional after that. And no clear target to pursue after this with the exorcism. Either like a Roche or a tower, because they've got exorcism in 25. Yeah, my point is simply no Phoenix. Vulcan, Dendi rather, in with the BKB into Requiem. Saberlight doesn't even feel safe in his own home as he creates that arena. Is able to be sustained though through the heals. Will go down finally. And Misha? I think he was focusing on his creeps a little bit too much there. He'll be able to walk this one off for the moment, but Dendi is hunting him. They'll move forward onto the Supreme as well, as they have got the slows from the Warlock coming out. He has to try and stand in the ground and fight with the Spirit Siphon there. It's not going to be enough. The Sunray won't be able to save him either. Charlie does arrive in, still doesn't have that Deso complete, so he does not have the damage to seal this fight. Instead, he has to run away. You can already see Chrysalis is getting ready for more root time, maybe, as well.
And that's very effective.
I think it depends on what they feel they need, right? Especially if these BKB charges get shorter, quicker than expected. Easy pick off onto the Chen there, by the way. And now the response coming in as they're looking for the spear opportunity. They mistime it. Now the rock's going to go down. They're going to trap them in. The arena's going to be there. The egg outside of it as well. Supreme stands his ground, but Dendi needs to run. That Requiem is defensive if I've ever seen one. 5-up is going to die in the meantime. They did buy back on the Chen. It'll be worthwhile as they find last hero as well. Dendi pretty fast to get away, though. So Saberlight does have to die as the pokes come out from the Ember in the end. Now, it looks like that's all Bates going to have to expense. They do lose the DK. They do lose the Mirana. I love the Bait are playing out on the map, though. Like, even with this Aegis in the hands of the Lifestealer, they're not hesitating to take the plays to NiP. Oh, no, the spear!
Oh, Saberlight.
Oh, he tried for it. He's been watching too many Sire replays. Dendi, he's got the BKB. He doesn't even feel the need to use it. On the side, however, Warlock is in a lot of trouble. A bit of bother. It's going to be brought down. Misha should die as well, so trade into the post 5s. Now the spear. Jumping on the Dendi, going to bring him low, but is able to move away with the Hurricane Pike. Refuses to commit the BKB. But the movement in now to punish Saberlight. The egg does go down. Crystallis will look to retreat. 5 up. Making the wrong choice to try and attack it. Gets stunned by the Centaurs. Shen even have his impact after his death. And Supreme in the meantime on the side did find the kill onto the DK. Because maybe Fly befriends someone and he loves them too much to turn on them. And that person's like, I love you too, bro. And just as they hug, that's when the knife comes out. Really Game of Thrones.
Now, SF is still top net worth here, and they're feeling very comfortable, confident to push.
Gonna move in. Jump straight on to Charlie. They're trying to save the day. Every heal, but it's not enough. He's way too low. They will turn around and bring down the Mirana, but the price is going to be high. Supreme cannot stand up against the damage. Way too much coming out from Crystallis as well. That Deso complete. And
it's just a weirdly overconfident push, that.
Yeah. It's a lifesteal on a half HP, expecting to not instantaneously get jumped by a lineup that has a lot of mobility. But there is this kind of pseudo right-clicker builds. It's not like when I watch Rajik's pick Timbersaw 1. I go, he's an amazing Timbersaw pick and a Timbersaw player, but you're picking Timbersaw 1.
It does feel that Dendi's built this draft quite a lot around himself, which is good, which is kind of what I almost wanted him to do. It feels like a Dendi draft that's built...
that is a missed spear, and that is a fight initiation straight on the area. They're going to bring him down before he can get the chance to use the egg. They're charging up that Requiem. They can't. The bash is coming into effect. Charlie's able to run him down and kill off Dendi. And this Dendi-focused draft might be about to fall apart. However, the damage coming out from the Fatal Bond should be enough to bring him down. Charlie's dead as well. 3 dead on the side of NiP. And Crystallis can carry this the rest of the way. Supreme with the BKB still running for the time being. Crystallis needs to back away. But as soon as it runs out, you're in trouble. Spirit Vessel's there. Rock gets dropped. And the Yules is just buying time for an inevitable death that is coming for Supreme. Once again, Misha just standing there, not sure what he can do anymore.
There you go, we need a bit of lockdown here.
Like, okay, how about this? I'll abyssal them first. They're not moving at that stage, and then you spear them. And that's going to be the moment where the person gets full staffed away from the spear. This is an awkward wraparound moment where they're just following the breadcrumbs each other has left behind. Supreme. He's got the BKB, but refuses to use it. He gets stunned from the high ground. Now the rock going down. BKB finally goes off. Supreme binds some time. The arena is going to be there. Requiem being charged up, but there's the Abyssal jump in onto Dendi to bring him down. The buyback comes out from Mars. He did go down. He at least got the arena out. The egg does go pop. Lifesteal needs to start healing up right now. He needs to do it fast. The damage is too much. He tries to move away. In the meantime, the buyback's going to come out. Crystallis does go down to Supreme. Refusing to buy back, though. It's actually the Mirana and Dendi so far. And the Yules is going to be there. They do find the DK in the tree line. Charlie never dies. Supreme, with that exorcism, has the damage to kill him off. So when he goes down, you can just erase the entirety of Fate Space. Moving in. Tower already gone. Where is your pick? They do have a long stun on this DK because he has got the Timeless Relic. But it's not easy. Supreme uses the Metal Horn just to ensure he can't be stunned. Last year, taking a lot of damage so far. Jump in, spear, there we go. Saberlight, he was just recalibrating his spear. Force Stuff gets Last Hero even deeper though. The bash comes out and he's already down and dead. The arena zones them away. The BKBs have been used. Now Bait don't really have anything left in the chamber. They'll use the Glyph. But after that, NiP are just going to move across these lanes. Arrow sidestep. Yeah, they don't have Exorcism, but they do have a Deso Lifestealer, so I'm expecting 2 lanes here. And also saves the day by killing opponents. The spear is there, the egg has been reclaimed, but Dendi's gone, and that's his dieback finally. Arena goes down, they activate their BKBs, but it's just a TP away. Fishman's not so lucky though. He's like, wait guys, you left something behind. Don't let that DD Lifestealer touch me.
You live and learn, or not, as the case may be.
Let's see if they get a chance to learn in this game. Because these are in pajamas, while they do not have the Exorcism with the double catapult, they have the opportunity. The arena goes in, straight away on the Mirana. The egg is down, and Last Hero, he can't hit it. It's protected inside the arena. I don't even know if he can move away quick enough. There it is, it stuns him up. Charlie pushes him away. The Force Stuff will get Last Hero out and away from this. They're saving the rock for the moment. They will throw it down eventually. It's not good enough, though. Crystallis is dead. Buyback comes out. They are on the edge of the abyss here, and they're not having any impact. Fishman's ran down by Charlie. In the meantime, They'll go ever deeper. That's going to be dieback on Chrysalis, and that should be game as bait. Even if Dendi is up in 15 seconds, what do? You GG.
Good turnaround. NiP's just stayed calm there, controlled the game, built the right items. They understood how to beat their lineup, and they did so effectively. The TA,
Yeah,
fair enough.
I had the feeling it had to be. Like, it lanes well against the Invoker.
I didn't see the brain sat there.
Bane, fun hero. I mean, he's not as obnoxious level 1 as he used to be, right? Like, you remember the old one when it was pure? That was stupid to play against. But the trade-off is like...
they're going to kill their Mirana as well. This is going so bad.
So much is like they don't necessarily... Yes, they will get some of the biggest teams, but they don't need the biggest teams because what people want to see, right, is like, if I told you you could watch NiP versus Bay, and this is no offense to the team, but if I said your choices were OG versus Team Secret or NiP versus Bay, and they're playing, like, they're both trying to play Sweat Lord Dota, right? They're trying to play real Dota. Versus if I told you Bait and NiP are going to play some meme Dota, where one player on each team is from the other team. Would you be interested in all of a sudden in maybe watching the Bait versus NiP game?
They've got the mid tower, which is really important. But I don't think NiP really need anything right now. They're pretty comfortable farming.
Well, the map gets smaller once you lose the tier 1s, right? So, like, you can
They
see
do.
this confident move. Won't connect on Charlie, though.
They don't really want to take fights. I think they probably could take fights, but they don't have to. Well, they're taking this one here.
He's going to force one right here. Sunstrike's going to be there last year. He still doesn't have the Stampede. They're trying to get rid of the egg in time, just about. But it will cost them the life of the Centaur. And Fishman will be the follow-up kill as he does go down. Chrysalis being pinged. That's got another Remnant and one more to work with, so he shouldn't be. I tell you, we're something else.
Do you think your pub stack's tier 4? I'd say your pub stack is way lower than that. Tier 69, probably.
You're assuming I have enough people to create a pub stack. Many people see me put Tidehunter 4 and just GG out there. That's a very tiny tornado. Good thing it's not a measuring contest. Fenn's disarmed right now. He's got the gold strength with 5. Last hero trying to go in, but the cold snap means he cannot do a thing. Good rune to 4. Should slow them for a moment. Era does have the eggs, so they need to be careful about how they approach this. Dendi's already lost the refractions. The Nightmare does come out to Mirana. And with the gold strength activated, this kitty cat's gone. It's the buyback. Chrysalis has the Remnant in. Isn't going to commit to it just yet. Last hero is going to give the vision. He's ready for the stomp. Nice Shadow's still got half duration. Egg's going to go down. Stomp's going to be there. Tornado, though, it's actually going to be picked up in the... no, it gets denied by Supreme. Nobody will get this Aegis. Instead, Bait will just get additional deaths in their lineup. That egg from Era completely screwed over Bait's attempt to disrupt this Roshan.
That is real bad from Bait. That is not a good thing to happen.
Yep, 3 heroes at least stunned. Now NiP building that lead up to 5k. Smoked by Bait. They can feel this game starting to slip away, and with this blink on Dendi, they want to make something happen. Supreme's the one they run into. Tornado to buy some time. Arrow does connect, though, and the chop won't change the outcome. Dive in, Yules, and then Meteor Hammer. And then when they come down, they have a nice surprise and you're nowhere nearby. Oh, Stomp coming out with the Stampede. Last year trying to move away. The Fiend's Grip is stopped by the False Promise, and that is a dead Sven very quickly. Misha, doesn't matter if he gets away or not. They've already got the big target as Sven is down for 50 seconds. Don't waste their time. But the rough part is that NiP don't have any quick, cheap push. It's interesting, actually, that Sven is not thinking like BKB Ags type approach this game. Dendi tried to initiate on him. Instead, it turns around pretty quickly. The stun's going to come out. Does go onto Sven, but there's no easy way to burst through him. The egg is going to go down. All of a sudden, they're in too deep. Oracle's dead. Charlie will chase forward onto the Branos, trying to get rid of the egg, and she cannot do it in time. They managed to get it off. Does enable the kill onto the Centaur, and now Chrysalis needs a way out quick. Remnant, but it's not far away. He's out of mana as well, so they'll chase forward looking for more. They get rid of his Courier, and they'll get rid of him.
The amount of control they've currently got around the egg is really good.
We'll see how good it is in the top lane. Dendi does not have a BKB, remember. So if this hits, he's dead. Moving in, Nightmare. He's like, how you doing, bro? It's hammer time, and then it's gripping time. Let me touch ya. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, they're able to force last hero back. Cracking a little here.
Well, they're in dire straits. They're 8k behind an early game like that.
And they're running straight into die here. Charlie does get hit up by the arrow. Have they even got the damage, though? He's sustaining through all of this. The tornado into the EMP combo is good. Out of mana on the Centaur. They should be able to just click him down now. They disarmed to buy some time. You know Sven's going to finish him off. So what we're saying is they need to counter these meteor hammers with their own. See, look, they could use a meteor hammer on Bane right now. It'd be so good. Instead, Bane is going to try and run away with meteor hammer. It's not going to work, though. It was an ambitious attempt, I think, is the choice of words we're looking for.
Correct.
Egg. They did use the Stampede, so it's an even trade, really, in that regard. But Last Hero might be the one to go down. The Cold Snap doing way
So
too much damage. Or more or less all you do.
Yeah,
I do love a
good
good
building.
Oh, error. Able to get away. He didn't have the egg, so it was a good dive out. Now then, uh-oh. Okay, they take the Nightmare off. That does mean Mirana is in a little bit of trouble now, though. Out of mana, out of time.
12k up at 24 minutes.
You know, it's a recurring pattern here. Like, NiP's heat map for the last 3 minutes is this. Last Hero, stomp on a two. Fiend's Grip straight there. Now they're going to heal through with the Sun Ray. They have to use the False Promise onto the center, which means Dendi's in trouble. BKB just to run away. Sunstrike is on the mark, but the damage is not enough to bring him down. With the Centaur now dead, they have access to the base, and they have access to Crystallis's head. Stormhammer chasing. The disarm is there. All the damage follow-up is enough to bring him down. They even find the kill on the Fishman on the back line.
Started playing.
But he had to wait this whole time, right?
Yes, that's true.
Some people don't have the sleep schedule. Yeah, there you go. Celebratory egg. GG comes out. NiP taking a pretty convincing second game to make it 2-0 in their favor.